Hello everybody! We're trying out Blanco, the Color of Adventure. This is a game I have not tried before, haven't seen anything beyond the screen. I noticed there's some very nice little chiptunes music going on here in the start screen here. It's actually really nicely made. Perhaps slightly loud, but I guess that's kind of typical of simple waveforms and music. Got my Xbox controller plugged in here. Apparently this requires it. And I did notice there's a README file. It mentioned some controls in it. It's nothing too complicated, but it seemed a little strange that it was in a README file and not on the actual game page as I'm used to. I didn't think there was anything really of note on the game page itself, so I won't go over that this time, but we're gonna go ahead and jump into the game and see what happens. Alright. Looks like we're moving around. Noticing some screen tearing. I do know that... Let's see, it doesn't look like there's a start menu. I do know that OBS tends to cause some screen tearing, but it's really nice, in my opinion, to have VSync for pretty much any game that's in third person. I don't like it for first person games, but just about everything else I really prefer to have that. Screen tearing really kind of ruins things. It's pretty bad for me right now. It probably doesn't show up in the capture like it does for me, but just pointing that out. I have noticed a couple things right off. You do have a lot of inertia. You move pretty fast, but there's a lot of inertia, which is an interesting choice. I do notice that there appears to be 0 dead zone on the thumbstick. So if I'm basically, like right now, I have my finger completely off and I'm getting an input in the game, that's because it's my controller sticks is still pretty tight, but when you have 0 dead zone, there's just no you basically have no buffer for when it's reading. Well, when your stick is neutral, it can still send, you know, tiny signals, and you basically want to buffer out that with a dead zone. So probably obvious, but I want to mention that it's a thing that you really ought to add, so you don't get that. And like right there, I just yeah, see, so if I see right then what I did is I moved the thumbstick straight down and then I let go of it, and the fact that you kind of veer off all of a sudden like that, it's most likely a symptom of not having a dead zone, so that's actually making the controls feel really kind of crazy actually. So it'd be real a strong suggestion I would make to definitely implement a dead zone so you could get that working. Oh, you keep your inertia in the air. It looks like you do have some air control, but it's like not very much, so that's interesting. In any case, oh wow, that's weird. Okay, so even if you're standing still, wait. Oh, okay, I see what's happening. It's weird. Hold on, I gotta toy with this a little bit longer. Try to make sense of it. Yeah, okay. So in any case, the same issue with the dead zone here. If I have like right now I have the stick neutral, but it's still sending a signal, but if you jump, it appears that when you're in the air, there's no analog control. So even though it's sending like a tiny amount of input on the analog stick right now, if I jump, it like sends me forward like that, like crazy, because it's taking that input as if it's like a full-scale input, because it's there's no analog in the air movement. So one more reason why you really ought to have a dead zone. Demo 2 not available. I did want to. Looks like we have a double jump again. It's like, ugh, just the fact that I keep kind of moving where I don't want to because of the weird dead zone issue. It's funny how you fall on your face though. I like that. So this mentioned there was a ground pound. Ooh. And then this looks like a kick, so I think he said, wow, you can really launch yourself. Holy cow. That's cool though. Interesting. Alright, so we got little bouncy trees. Like you can get all sorts of stuff with your little kick move here. Sort of Mario 64-esque. Now, why did I do a little spinny move? How did he... Is it supposed to be like a Mario Sunshine type spin? I guess. I don't know how I did it the first time though. I was just like kicking or something. Oh wow, I just did it again. Maybe it was... I don't know. Oh, is it just like a double jump? I guess if you jump like the moment you hit the ground or something, does that? I should try the actual game, but yeah. Just messing with the controls. Going to Outer Village, apparently. Alright, interesting camera. It's really kind of... There's not really any sort of lag latency behind it, so... It also doesn't really turn where you're going so much. Like if I'm going this way, it's kind of like it's following me, but it's not really following where I'm going. And especially like if I'm going backwards like this, it doesn't... I can control it, so that's good, but it's a good idea for like a camera in general to try to consider, you know, what the player wants to see, which is generally the direction that they're moving. So like if I'm going this way, instead of the camera just always following me, it can kind of try to kind of go out in front of where I'm going a little bit, and that would be probably an improvement. So this is Blocktown Village. I don't know, is that where I just came out of? Okay, this is apparently not implemented. In terms of... What is this? What is that? I'm very confused by that. Both what it is and the fact that it it seems to like to explode like the instant I walk over it. I don't know what that's all about. I have no idea. This doesn't have collision. I don't know what that is. And what about this? What does this do? What in the heck? Okay, so I'm taking stuff out of the two-dimensional world into the 3D world, I suppose. Some weird artifacts in the background there. Pretty weird looking. So I noticed there's not really much of a sense of direction, but I guess we only have 2 ways we can go, so it's not too bad. Oops. Have to remember which way the camera goes. It'd be nice to have a future option. I don't think there's a options menu, but to you know, like invert the axes on the camera control stick. Alright, we're gonna go up here, I suppose. You can kind of just keep spamming the jump and it just kind of eventually brings you somewhere. Is this like a extra life or something? Stuff just explodes. I don't know if explode means you pick it up. It just seems unintuitive to me. We got a key. That one didn't explode. I don't know what these little piles are. Oh, my controls are getting weird because of that lack of a dead zone. Whoa. It's really being funky with me here. Alright. So that doesn't appear to do anything. The camera's getting stuck on the wall here. I can't turn it because it doesn't want to go into the wall. Looks like we do have wall jumps, so that's fun. Mario style wall jumps. So, okay, no collision on that tree. Camera getting in a bad spot there. Whoop. Alright, so he can't jump on this guy, but the kick doesn't seem to help either. What about this? Well, that did it. Is this the person? I guess. Apparently not implemented yet. I want to see if I can kick this. There it goes. Some more of these. These are kind of fun. Oh, it's a bit hard to get up on that one. Alright, again, I'm getting the camera's getting stuck on the wall a little here. So, a little confusing in terms of... Oh, that doesn't... That's pretty forgiving. That's kind of nice. I know a lot of other games make it so that this will just keep going until you fall off, but... Ooh. It doesn't take long to go the other way, though. You could make it... Give it a little more weight so that you could get up here faster, because it's really not... I guess you can just barely get up there, but... I was saying something else before. Oh, yeah, I don't really feel a sense of direction. Like, it's pretty confusing. The layout, and also the fact that the camera doesn't get a lot of the world all at once. There's no way to zoom out the camera either. So because you have kind of... There's a lot of verticality, which is nice, but it's also like obstructing a lot of the stage, it looks like. So it'd be nice if nothing else, if you could zoom out the camera a bit. I don't think there's a button that'll do it. What in the heck just happened? I have no idea what I did. Just like pushed a button and that happened. I don't know. I don't know. That was weird. Super gems. Oh, you can press it on some kind of a... I guess it's like a jumping attack type of thing. Oops. Did that wrong. That was easy enough. So I think if you do like that. Now this guy, he looks very angry and he's holding something that looks vaguely weapon-like. Ouch. And now he's... I think he just ran off the edge of the world here, but... Okay, and this looks like a bomb. So I guess I have a bomb now. Alright, so that button... Oh! I think I must have ran into his pokey bit. Oh, there have to be more gems like this somewhere. Please find them. I don't remember seeing that before. I don't know. I guess we just find random gems? I haven't really been given much of an objective either. So I don't know what this is supposed to be. That bomb thing was interesting. It seemed like we didn't really have a limit on how many we could put down. I didn't know if that was time limited or... I don't know. Can get this thing again. Cards, it says in the top left. Cards 2. Oops, did that too early. So I'm not really getting what the top right is supposed to be indicating for like health. I don't know if it's supposed to be color coded, like maybe yellow is something meaningful. doesn't really read well to me. Let's see, there's a key down here. Oh, that didn't work. Whoops. Yeah, it did get darker, so... Interesting. I don't see an indication of what keys I have anywhere, though. For all the HUD that we do have. Okay, so the stomping move thing, it seems like it might work a little better if it had a little bit of an area of effect, rather than being only effective to what's directly below you. Now this has a bunch of question marks. I wonder what that's trying to indicate. I have no idea. That was bad timing. So it, you know, it might be worth considering also your attack here. Since you do keep your foot out for so long, it seems like your animation lasts a bit longer than the attack itself, which has to be timed pretty particularly. So you could consider making the I guess damage frames, if you want to call it that, last longer. So it seems like you could maybe might just be a little too easy to do it just slightly too early. Maybe. It's not that it's certainly not that hard to do it right either, but so it looks like we got a super gem, which is sort of giving me Mario Star impressions. I knew it. See if you can find any more laying around. All right. So it is interesting in the fact that unlike something like Mario, it doesn't bring you out of the action after you get it, so you don't have to like start over somewhere else. You can just kind of keep playing. So I am seeing another one up there. Now that I'm up on like a high area, I can actually see a lot more at the level, so that's interesting. You got more of this sort of stuff, which is pretty cool, I think. Alright. Cool. So another thing you can consider, if you have something like this where there's like, you're supposed to interface with like a big thing like this, you can actually kind of move the camera up towards this automatically rather than kind of making me do it myself. Not only is it convenient, but it'll also make it a lot more clear, like exactly what this is meant to be. So if someone's, you know, coming around the corner here, I know you can't really go over here, but someone's like over here and they're like looking at this and trying to figure out what it does, they, you know, hypothetically, it would be a lot more obvious if the camera just kind of went over here. Trying to remember the buttons for that. That was weird. I wonder what that was. I have no idea. Oops. So again with this thing, Y it says. Oh. Is it... This red thing, I don't... So I see this, but I'm wondering if the red thing like gives me that? See, now the button doesn't work, but then if I get this, then it'll work. Okay. I just don't see any like indication that I have whatever this red thing is, so it's confusing to me. And also before, like when I got those bombs, I guess that was on the B button instead of the Y button. Not sure if that's entirely necessary to have like different buttons for... I don't know. I mean, if nothing else, it'd be nice to have like an on-screen indicator of what is on the different buttons. So this guy, he just dashed off the edge. That's like a outsmart your opponents type of thing. For the guys with the swords, just the fact that the hurt bit protrudes so far away from them, and it's like so narrow. Alright, here's this again. It can kind of be a little annoying because I guess it's sort of like it's easy to accidentally touch it because it's like sticking out so far. It's just jutting out so far. It might be something to think about. I think I ran into one of those before, just quite accidentally. I don't really remember precisely what happened, but it was something like that. So with it, whoops. Alright, I did manage to hit both of those. I know I had some trouble with the ground pound before, because it seemed like it was just barely missing. Alright, so it seems like... yeah, if you're right up against a wall, you can't jump off, wall jump off it. It'd probably be nice if you could do that and you wouldn't have to like come back here and get a running start first. It can be a little annoying in a lot of circumstances, so that's something I would consider also. Let's see. And yeah, again, I don't really know like which direction to go from here. I can keep wandering around, but I don't really have a sense of direction at the moment, so... oops. Some weird camera action there. That hit both of them, surprisingly. I kind of wanted to go up there, but I'm not sure if I could jump across there. I don't really get the impression that it would be successful. There's a little bit of a delay from when you do this little flip thing. It kind of sticks your feet for a second right after you do it. It'll probably feel a little smoother if you kind of got rid of that little delay right there and made it really small. Alright. Let's see what's up here. It's got another one of these, and I could see one from here. Super gem get. I guess those keys are probably important too. Now how do I get over there? Can I get over there? I think if I do this sort of thing, I can at least... nope. I thought I might be able to double jump after that, but... see, I thought that would hit. I did the kick move there, I don't know why I didn't hit. Get some of these. So I'm wondering where you get health. Do you get health from anything in this game, or? Doing great so far. Be sure to look everywhere you can. They did fall from the sky after all. So there was another one, something like up here or something. I don't really remember anymore. Didn't work out. Alright, what the heck? I guess those question marks kind of work if you ground pound them. Alright, so it looks like the camera can get into the trees since they don't have collision. Or it's not... now it's not, but it goes in... well, it did go in before, I don't know why. Interesting. So I'm not sure what's up with that. Because I can't get it to happen again, but... alright, so there's one up there. There's another key. I don't think I ever got that key that was over here, wherever. So yeah, I'm feeling like I'm still just feeling like I don't know where to go next. Like, I don't know if I can get that key that was back there that was on top of like a building. If I could, is it like important that I go do that? I also kind of want some health. I don't know. Oh, that seemed to give me my health back. Ah, I can't get you. So this thing gives health, I guess. But does it give the platform thing too that I keep forgetting about? I guess so. That's such a bizarre move to me. Seems very useful though for a... Oh, come on. There we go. If we do this sort of... Whoops. Those red things stole my stuff and ran into that cave. Oh my gosh. I cannot kill that guy. Oh my gosh. I think you can help me out. I'll give you this gold gem I found earlier in return. Well, that depends. Is it implemented? It doesn't appear that way. So I guess I can't do that, buddy. Sorry. Alright, back to messing around. So I can do... Alright, I'm just playing. Oh my gosh. It's like weirdly hard to get those guys with a kick sometimes. Where do I go from here? Where to go? One of these cards up. The text is rendering over itself for some reason. Oh, not sure. Did I hit my head on this? It looks like the underside of that brick thing right there is like the collision is extending below the geometry or something. Or is that not what happened? I don't know what happened. Yeah, I'm hitting something. I don't know. I can't really tell. Well, I guess I got all the keys somehow. So it was nice enough to show me where it is, but I don't know where it is in relation to me. So how do I get there? Oops. Wanted to do a double jump, did a wall jump instead. I really don't know. Wasn't there a key on top of that? There is a key up there. I guess I don't need that one for that particular door. However... Oh, this suggests there's another... Oh. I notice that appears to be a thing. How do you get it to... Just do a little bit? There we go. Okay. So we can get in here now. Which appears to be quite empty, so that might suggest that this hasn't been implemented yet. So I guess we'll go out. I don't know if there's a purpose to collecting the red ones. Whoops. I wanted to get up here. Again, see, I felt like that kick should have hit him, but it like flew at him with the foot and then ran into him. Took damage. We get this bomb thing. I guess we just have like infinite bombs when we have this. Can we hurt ourselves with it? Am I gonna die? Guess not. Wow. So I guess you need to, you know, come up with some kind of limitation on that. It is kind of cool to feel like Bomberman, though. Guy is just a really long, pointy stick. Can I get over here? What is this? Is this some speedrun strats? Apparently not. What about this? Would be nice if there's some kind of more abundant way to regain health. Oh, I thought I could double jump off of that, but... Alright, so I can't help you because it doesn't work. I'm just gonna go down here, I guess. Trying to figure out if there's a faster way to move here. I don't think that'll damage dudes. Oh, get up! Whoa, that definitely doesn't damage people and also made me like warp backwards. That was kind of weird. Looked like I just kind of instantaneously shifted backwards. Don't know how that door type thing is supposed to work. I do know that I'm low on health and I just completely fell off. Okay. Oh, you respawn with your bad health too. Well, there's a thing right here. I think I can get my health back for whatever reason. Alright. Is there a purpose to doing this? Let's see. Lockdown Village, I already determined that doesn't work. Oh, here's the little key place, and I guess there's a key there for some reason. I remember there being more keys, though. Is this a completely separate door that takes less keys? Or did something else happen to the pictures of the keys? At least I can go in this one, so that's neat. Looks like a long way down here. I can't really see down there properly, but... yeah, so I guess the suggestion here is that I don't know of a way to get over there, except I think I have that. Alright, that didn't work. Uh-oh. Is there no kill box? Whoa. I'm not sure that that was intended. Kill plane is what I was trying to say. So yeah, I just kind of fell to the ceiling. There's not very much air control. Oh wow. This is getting quite silly. Yeah, so I don't think this is intended or anything. It's interesting that there is geometry over here at all. Alright, so I think I'm a little bit stuck in this little unfinished place here. Uh-oh, now I'm just falling infinitely. I did something. I don't know what I just did, but it was something. The B button. Oh, is it me dropping bombs? Alright, so this is probably gonna like crash the game eventually or something. So I'm gonna Alt F4. And we'll just talk about the experience. So obviously it's very unfinished. Nothing wrong with that. Just a lot of stuff that's kind of a work in progress. I mentioned a lot of the control issues. The dead zone is obviously a big deal. I did have some trouble with the kicks hitting the enemies. It seems like it works fine if you're just running straight at them. But if they kind of get close to you and they're kind of like right around you, then it gets a lot trickier. I did get a little annoyed when it seemed like the kick didn't quite last as, like the damage box or whatever didn't quite last as long as I expected with the kick. So I would like jump and kick at a guy, and then it would, instead of hitting them, I would just run into the person or something. In general, the whole level layout seems very scattered. There's a bunch of doodads to collect, but there's no real way to even know which way to go at any point in time. It's kind of a combination of the level design, I think, and also the fact that there's no clear goal in mind. Like if you think about, and I'm not suggesting that you just copy any other game and do what they do or anything like that, but if you think about the Mario games, they always have like a clear objective for each time you go in the level, and it's like, this is the one star that you're going after, sort of thing. And sometimes you can get the other stars, but at least they provide you with like a clear direction, a thing that you're working towards. Whereas in your case, it's sort of like there's so many different things to collect, but there's no clear order in which to do them or direction of which way to go to get them. And you think about the fact that, like, say you collected 75% of the things, but that means there's only like, you have to find all the rest of the 25%, and at that point they could be scattered around. It could be, because there's no sense of direction towards your next objective, it could get difficult to find the last doodads. So something to consider in your general design. It could be improved upon. I think the level design, the fact that there's so many obstructions and the like kind of mountainous sort of terrain that kind of blocks stuff, just your general vision of things, I think that plays into that a lot as well, because it's hard to see where anything else could be hidden. And yeah, like I mentioned, I think an easy thing that could at least make things a little better would be to allow the option to zoom out the camera a bit while you're looking around. I think I probably mentioned and demonstrated a number of different little things here and there that could possibly be worked on. Hopefully it was clear enough. In terms of the general concept, I think it's, you could call it relatively typical. It's obviously inspired by games like Mario. And that's not a bad thing by any stretch, because it's a great game. So it is fun. I do kind of wish that the way that you could kind of string the movements together was a little more fluid, and that you could kind of move fluidly and quickly where you want to. It does seem like there are kind of, different situations where you kind of end up running into something and just kind of losing your momentum, or kind of getting stuck on the ground for a moment or something like that. So that's something to consider. And I don't know, I think it's cute. I like the music a lot for sure. It's pretty nice. And certainly there's a lot of people that like this sort of game, so definitely with more polish it could be quite entertaining. It does seem like there's a lot of ideas going on that are relatively involved and kind of in a good way. Not everything is fully implemented, obviously, but at least there's some cool ideas. Some of it wasn't quite as obvious, the intention behind them, I think, as they could be. Was a little confused at parts, as you saw. So lots and lots of stuff that could be worked on for sure, but also a lot of good potential. So pretty cool game for sure. Hopefully this video was useful. I know I've made longer videos, but still this is a pretty long one. So hopefully it was useful. If you have questions or anything for me, you can always just let me know. And otherwise, I'll see you guys later.